The Strength After Goodbye. The story of Mara and Kiri. Mara had always been the kind of woman who loved with her entire heart. When she met Kiri, it felt like the world finally aligned. They laughed easily, dreamed loudly, and built a life that seemed beautifully simple. Morning coffee together, weekend trips, shared plans for the future. People thought they were perfect. Sometimes Mara thought so too. But perfection can hide 1,000 cracks. When love slowly changes. It didn't happen overnight. It was small things at first. Kiri becoming distant during conversations, Mara feeling unheard, little arguments that turned into long silences. Mara tried harder. She planned surprises, asked gentle questions, tried to keep the warmth alive. But the more she tried, the less she felt herself. One night, she caught her own reflection in the mirror and barely recognized the woman staring back. She looked tired. Not from life, but from holding on to something that was no longer holding her back. That was when she whispered to herself, "Love is supposed to lift me, not break me." The moment everything changed. They met at their favorite place, a quiet cafe by the river. It used to be where they celebrated their anniversaries, shared dreams, and made promises. This time, the air felt heavy. "Kiri," Mara said softly, "I think we've stopped growing together. And I don't want us to pretend we're happy when we're not." Kiri looked down at his hands. For the first time, she saw sadness in his eyes, not anger, not disappointment, but a deep understanding. "You're right," he whispered. "I don't want to hurt you anymore." There were no dramatic tears, no shouting, no blame. Just two people letting go of something that had become too heavy to carry. As she walked away, Mara felt her chest ache, but also strangely lighter, as if her heart finally had room to breathe again. The healing that follows a broken heart. Healing didn't come instantly. There were nights when she missed him, mornings when she reached for her phone out of habit, afternoons when memories hit her like a wave. But instead of running from the pain, she chose to grow through it. She started discovering herself again. She took long evening walks. She read books she had forgotten she loved. She spent time with friends who reminded her how bright she once used to shine. She learned to sit with her loneliness and found out it was not emptiness, it was space. Little by little, she began to feel whole again, not because someone loved her, but because she learned to love herself enough to rebuild her life. She realized something powerful. A breakup doesn't break you. It reveals the parts of you that were waiting to be found. A new, stronger version of herself. Months later, Mara stood at the top of a hill overlooking the city. The wind was strong, but she felt stronger. She thought of the girl who used to cry over goodbyes. And she smiled. She had learned to trust herself again. Set boundaries. Choose peace over fear. Love without losing who she was. Kiri would always be a chapter in her story, a meaningful one, a beautiful one, but not the last one. Mara wasn't angry at the past. She was grateful. Because losing that relationship helped her find herself, and finding herself made her stronger than she ever thought she could be. The message of the story. Sometimes love ends, not because it failed, but because it taught you everything it was meant to teach you. Letting go doesn't weaken you. It frees you. It opens a door for you to meet a version of yourself who is wiser, stronger, and ready for a more aligned kind of love, the kind that doesn't dim your light, but amplifies it.